Hi, Fort Scott family, and welcome to our very first how-to video for our maker kits. This is for maker kit number 1, paper weaving. If you're new to weaving, this is a great way to practice your skills and learn how to do it. And if you've just not woven something for a while, this is also a good way to get those skills back sharp and ready to go for more complicated projects. So first of all, these are the things that are in your kit. You have a piece of paper like this. I've actually made yours out of cardstock because it's heavier and easier to weave through. But this is just a light piece of paper. And if you like doing this project, you can always make your own as well out of just regular paper. And then you should have colored strips. I included 3 different colors and 3 pieces of each color. And then you're going to take your first color. You can choose which one you want to start with. I'm going to start with this light green. And you put the very first strip inside of the very first cut in your paper. See? And after you put it inside, underneath this cut, then you want to push it under until it comes through the other side. Okay? Can you do that? And now that you've done that, you're going to push it a little bit further so that it goes over this strip. So you have under and over. And then keep pushing your paper through so that it goes under the next one, and then you want to pull it out so that it goes over the one after that, and then under, and then over, and finally your very first paper strip should look like this. Now if you'd like, you can tape it in place or glue it in place so that it stays. And you can do that before you do any of your other paper strips. It might make it a little bit easier later on. Now, after you've done the very first strip, you have to choose what color you'd like to go next. I do want you to choose either orange or blue. Don't do another green one. We're going to try and make a color pattern. And weaving is wonderful for practicing your fine motor skills and for learning about patterns. So I'm going to choose the orange next. And this time, instead of starting by putting it under this one, we're going to put it under the very edge of the paper, like this. So instead of going under in the same place that the other strip of paper did, this one is going to go over that strip and under the next one, just like that. And then we're going to keep pushing it forward and lift the edge up so we can pull it through. And now you see how we're going over and under again. We just started at a different spot so that it looks opposite from the paper next to it. And that's what you do when you weave. This is called alternating. We're alternating colors and we're alternating where those strips of paper go. So now you can see we have green and orange. What should come next? That's right, blue. So now we're going to go over the first part of our strips here again, paper here, and under the next, just like we did with the first one, the green one. Over and under, over and under, until we have a pattern. Can you say these colors with me? We're going to say green, orange, blue. So I'm going to push these strips of paper over so that they're closer together, and this tightens up our weaving. and it makes it look better at the end when we're all done. I'm going to show it to you now. See how mine looks? If yours doesn't look exactly like mine, that's fine, as long as it is alternating. Over and under with the first one, then under and over with the next. Back and forth until you reach the end. This slipped out. I'm going to push that back in there. When you lift it up, it might come apart a little bit, but not quite as much as Miss Val's, because like I said, I used a lighter piece of paper than you have. Okay? And now I'm going to make the next one. What should we do with the next one? What color should it be? We have green, orange, and blue. What should be next? Green, orange, or blue? That's right, green should go next. Now, on this one, the blue one, the last one we did, it starts with over. So, what should we start with for the next strip? We should go under, right? The opposite of over. And then, what should we do? Over, and then under, and then over, under, over, and under, right? And now I want you to keep doing this. You have green, orange, and blue, or whatever colors you decided on for your pattern. And go back and forth with over, under, or under, over, depending on which one you're doing. Until you reach the end each time. And then make sure that you push these close together so they're nice and tight pattern. Okay. And now I'm going to put my blue in. And we're going to start with under, and then over, and then under, and then over, and then under, and then over, and then under. Put that back. There we go. And now we have this all put together. Except we have one more group of papers, don't we? Yes, we do. Pull this blue back through here. Because we want it to match. This edge of my paper keeps slipping loose, doesn't it? So I need my orange to go back over, and my green to go under, and my blue to go over, and my orange it keeps slipping back again. This is why I gave you thicker paper, so it wouldn't do what Miss Val's is doing at the edge there. Okay. And so it would stay together a little bit better for you. But that's alright. I made it work. Alright. Now we have one more time doing our pattern. Green going over then under, over then under, over, then under, over, there we go. And now we're going to do what? Orange. And we're going to put it under, right next to where the green went over. There we go, over, under. Under, over, under, over, under, over. There we go. And that one slipped out too. Alright. Maybe I should have been taping on the edges, huh? And finally, just one strip of paper left. So let me weave this last one through, and I'll show you what mine looks like when it's all finished. I hope that you are doing well with yours. I would love to see your finished project when you're all done, and tell me how you like doing this activity. And we have more maker kits. We're working on making more so that you will have lots of options for things you can make at home right along with Miss Val. And there you go. It kind of looks like a little bit like a blanket, doesn't it? And this is somewhat like what they do to make blankets out of yarn or fabrics. Okay? Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you will see me again on another maker video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.